We are FindMyFit, and I'm Emma Baldwin. I'm the CEO and founder. I have experience in social media management, app development, and leadership.
Olivia Hinkle. I'm the CTO and founder. I have experience with app development and industry research.
I'm Avery Alba. I am the CMO and founder, and I have experience in leading creative projects and problem-solving skills.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Buchanan. I'm the CFO and founder. I have experience in market research, and I've been managing financials for around 3 years.
So our advisors are incorporated into into different aspects of our company. So we have Chris Cooney, who has helped us with app development, Asa Brown, who has helped us significantly with our financials, and Tim Hawkins, who is one of our connections within the retail industry. Regarding our team's disadvantages, we do have a lack of connections within the app development field, so we will need to outsource for this. And we also struggle with financial statements and have little to no experience in investments. Some of you may ask, what is the problem? If you know the retail industry, you know it's huge, it's always evolving, and there's always new products, but still we feel that there's a lack of something in the retail industry. What we recognize is that people are facing today, what they're facing is just simply inconsistency. So all of us have been there, I'm sure. We've started shopping online with a new brand and just aren't quite certain which size to choose, particularly when they have more generic sizes, like if it's small, medium, large, and if they may or may not have a size guide available. When this happens, customers tend to get overwhelmed and stressed and buy things that don't actually fit them, and usually keep the things that don't actually fit them. I'm sure everyone here has had a very similar experience, whether that's on Amazon or on a brand site, where they buy more than one of the same item, just in different sizes to determine what size fits best. We recognize that this inconsistency leads to a lack of confidence in online shopping, increased return rates, and just an overall dissatisfaction with the shopping experience. We do recognize that this issue is dual-sided with retailers, as there's a 24.4% return rate in the US, equaling $38 billion in returns. By creating a solution, we want to help the retail industry save money and customers find the perfect fitting pair of jeans. So let me introduce FindMyFit. So FindMyFit is an app and browser extension that helps shoppers find their proper size across a wide range of brands, across websites. So we recognize that it can be stressful to find a size that fits and want to be an easy and accessible solution. Our company hopes to save time, stress, and the cost of in-person shopping by creating an online platform that focuses on seeing your ideal size across brands and websites.
So for our value proposition, FindMyFit helps men and women find jeans and pants that properly fit in styles and designs alike. We have finding jeans that fit our customer size will decrease the chance of return. Within our website, we do have a personalized quiz that helps you put in your measurements and preferred brands and what types of jeans that you prefer and how they fit. And it'll give you recommendations on other jeans based on your measurements and data saved. There is a browser extension also available that pops up while you are shopping. So if you're shopping, say for instance, on American Eagle, while you are browsing through those jeans, a little browser extension will pop up in the top and tell you, based on your data, your previous searches, and your ratings, these are the jeans that we believe that you are going to find the best fit and that you are going to like the most. Retailers can also use this to reduce their rates and increase their sales and returns, because customers will be keeping the jeans because they will be liking them, and they will be decreasing the rate of return because they won't be returning as many. Our browser extension is a little bit similar to Honey. Honey is a browser extension app that pops up when you're shopping for coupon codes. So instead of coupon codes, it would be recommendations for jeans and pants that would fit you based on your previous purchases. So for our mobile app, these are just a little couple of videos of our mock-up. On the first side, you can see it's very community oriented. So we have pages where you can comment and blog with other people, talk about your experience with our app, what jeans you liked, and etc. You can just talk with people on the app and tell them how you're feeling about the app and how the recommendations have been going for you. And then on the other side, it has recommendations based on the jeans that you previously bot. So you can scroll down, you can take a personalized quiz right then and there if you're unsure if those jeans are going to fit you based on your previous likes. And then you can also scroll down and read reviews, look at photos of other people who have bought those jeans and see how they fit and how they like them. So our main features are our style quiz and then suggestions based on that quiz. And then it's a one-stop resource for jeans across all brands. So you can use it on any website, any brand. It'll pop up either as a browser extension or you can manually go in through our app. And then why would you choose us? We're a fast-paced search engine, we have custom sizing, and we're very community oriented.
So for our market opportunity for FindMyFit, we've created a TAM SAM song graph here. And for those who don't know, TAM is the total addressable market, SAM is serviceable addressable market, and the SOM is the service attainable market. So starting off with the TAM, the jean market size in 2023, for research that we've done according to iBiz and a few other sources, it's expected to grow from around $101 billion in 2023 to around $125 billion by 2028 at around a compound annual growth rate of 4.18%. So we're expecting around 101 bill for this year. The SAM that we found is about 9 billion according to our online shoppers and how many people are using online versus in person currently. And then for the SOM, the serviceable attainable market, we're expecting around a 9% of the SAM, and hopefully that should go up a little bit with the impacts of our social media platforms and the culture around social media, and hopefully we'll be able to grow it that way.
So for our competitive analysis, there are some competitors that we have. A couple of apps are Find My Size, My Size ID, and then Sizer. You can find all these on the Google Play Store. The only downside to these is that they all have some negative reviews and they seem to not be very accurate with just the reviews that we have seen. Another alternative would be in-person shopping, but a lot of people just don't have the time or the energy to go in-person shopping, which is why our app would be really convenient for people like that. And then also Amazon Prime's try before you buy service, where you can try on their clothing before you buy it to see if it actually fits you. But we stand out because we have an accurate sizing guide from our quiz, and it's just convenient shopping across all platforms for everybody. It's inclusive community, so everybody can use it. It's free to users, and it cuts way down on having to return clothing. So for our go-to-market strategy, we have three main things that we're focusing on for this: establishment, expansion, and growth. For establishment, we have social media optimization, which is just where we're going to try and grow our social media platform, get our name out there. Brand sponsorships, we're going to try and get some influencers to help sponsor our brand, just to tell people about it, tell people that our app works and that it's really convenient for shoppers. Word of mouth, just people talking about us, having positive things to say. And then we are also going to implement Google ads and YouTube ads. For expansion, social media growth is really important to us. We're going to try and really market on social media, get our name out there. And we'll do that with influencer posts. We're hoping for 10 influencer posts monthly through all social media. And that will probably grow once our brand grows. And then brand sponsorships as well. And then for growth, we have 4 phases. Phase 1 is app development and browser development. So that's just where we're going to just basically develop our brand, get it going. Phase 2 is brand establishment. That's where we're just going to make sure that our brand is fully established. We have everything done for that. We have our influencers, all of our social media is up and running, everything like that. For phase 3 is post-launch optimization. This is where we're just going to make sure that everything is running smoothly. This is where we'll implement those Google ads, YouTube ads, make sure that we're getting those 10 influencer posts monthly, all that kind of stuff. And then for phase 4 is just scaling and growth. Just making sure that our company is growing the way that we want to, and that it's going to continue to grow, and that we're going to continue making money the way that we want to.
So this is just a quick look at a mock-up for our website and our Instagram. So for our website, you can see we have our value proposition and then other tabs that you can click on to navigate our website. And then through our Instagram, we also have that mocked up and ready so people can reach us on multiple social medias, either website, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter. So we are available to look at currently right now. And then so for our traction, so we have developed an app prototype through Figma. We have
5
that
minutes
mock-up.
remaining.
We have that mock-up ready. Um, Even though that we do have that mocked up and we have the demo ready, during our research, we have contacted programmers regarding an estimated price for app development and website development. And that is something that we want to invest in because we are not specifically tailored to app development or coding. So for just the price to get the app developed, it is roughly $4,000. And then for an app and website to be developed is a roughly $7,000. And we have talked with representatives from 3 clothing brands to discuss opportunity. Our first one being Tim Hawkins. He is a part of Levi's. We feel that he's going to be very important because Levi's has a very specific sizing, and they're very different across every single type of jeans that Levi has. And so he has great insight on return rates, sizing concerns, and issues with that. We also have someone from REI, and although that is a different type of pant, it is more athletic wear, she does have a lot of insight on return rates. And then we have one more in Nordstrom's, and they have insight for many different kinds of jeans. They have regular jeans, dress pants, everything. So he has a lot of insight on return rates and sizing concerns as well. And then for awareness, we have expanded our market presence through Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, where we can be reached and looked up at this moment.
So let's go over some funding and resources. So for our initial funding goal, we're expecting around $650,000 to get a full starting year and a little bit in the next. How we expect to get this, FindMyFit plans on a partnership with the Wazoo Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture with the School of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science to reduce our costs of app development. Along with that, we're hoping from capital from the business plan competition, angel investors, and investments from families and friends.
3 minutes remaining.
Thank you. We'll be using this for fixed costs like app and browser development, base salary, marketing, and the rest should go into next year's operation to ensure that we have a smooth year 1 to year 2 crossover. Our revenue is generated through a 9% commission on purchases via the app, which is taken from the retailer's marketing funds that they have available to companies like us. So for our finances and revenue, like I said before, our seed funding amount needed that we're thinking about is around $650,000. The use of funds will go into app development, initial marketing, advertisements, partnerships, salaries, and infrastructure. Year 1 and year 2, we're expecting heavier on the expenditures than most. We expect our marketing and advertising to really cost us a lot and then go up from just an incremental percentage in year 3, 4, 5, and beyond. Revenue, our first 3 years, we're expecting a small growth rate, and then year 4, when our marketing should hit for our app, it should start to grow at more of an exponential level. We expect our net income to be negative until around year 4 to year 5, and then hopefully become profitable from then on. This graph shows the same thing. We're hoping for some really good years ahead. Thank you so much. Let us help find your fit.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's start Q&A.
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Nathan.
So this is the kind of the premise of this relies on having good fit information, but I really don't understand how you're going to get that high quality data about products into this.
Yeah, so ideally we're gonna work with the brand specifically, like pants and jeans brand specifically, try to really market to them that it can help with their return rates and just save them the cost of shipping back and forth. Because we want them to recognize the platform as, if they give us, we understand that it's like a database essentially is what we're making. We want it to be a database where it collectively has like the measurements for every jean, and like maybe honestly just shoot firing, like maybe it's even the browser itself, when it sees the page pull up, it looks and sees the numbers specifically. Maybe that's the kind of like programming that it needs. But initially our thought was like, we partner with a brand to get their measurements specifically, and then when a customer comes in to the app and makes their account, figures out their sizes, when they go cross platform, they'll be able to like have the same data that the retailers had given us, if that makes sense.
Can you take down your presentation?
Yeah, sorry about that.
So is the main functionality, I guess I'm a bit confused here. So the main functionality that you are categorizing retailers' sizes for um, your users to then be able to use to find their fit, or are you helping users match their sizes? I mean, do you guys have an idea of how you're doing that fit? Or like the functionality of the app, or is that kind of up in the air?
The functionality would be, the quiz itself would be like where it's like a more, if you've ever taken like a quiz to like find your size, I don't know if you've ever done that before, but they are like really bad. But they don't like explain very much what you need to do precisely. So the idea of the app is to really like specifically help you figure out your size. But I do recognize what you're saying in the sense of a retailer. Are we marketing to the retailer to like help the retailer? Are we helping the customer? And that's why I tried to mention that it was a little bit more dual-sided. I don't know statistically who would use it more or who it would benefit more, but I feel like for me, I buy a lot of pants. I have probably 30 pairs of jeans and probably 5 of them fit. And that's because I keep buying them to figure out what fits, even though it's the same brand or a different brand. So my hope is that it's less for the retailers to like return and like have to go through that process for their customers rather than like having just a straightforward sizing guide, essentially. I don't know if that answers your question, Stefan.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused. I mean, I think you guys might need to kind of narrow in on the functionality and the app and the value that you're providing a little bit.
Is the idea that once you enter your measurements in whichever route you use, the questionnaire, tape, or camera or the like, that it's going to look across all brands, everyone from Lee to Anne Klein to Levi to whoever else, and point you in the right direction as to which ones are going to fit your body shape?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And have you thought about how you'll be able to get funding and or support from these existing brands?
Yeah.
We don't, we have a commission rate. So each purchase, we would get 10% commission. If they buy through our app, then we would get 10% commission per purchase from them. So if you buy a pair of jeans through our app or use the browser extension, then we get 10% commission from that purchase through whatever company we use. So we would have to, have a contract with all these companies saying that they're okay with that. And I'm sure that the commission rate might fluctuate between brands based on, what they're okay with.
5 minutes left.
Perfect. To add on to that just a little bit, many companies have a marketing fund. That's kind of what we're expecting to use, where because we're marketing their brand, we're putting their jeans on our website as one of them to find. That's hopefully going to bring them consumers that they didn't previously have or that may not have been looking at their website.
Can you tell us about your financial projections? They look like they go from like 94 to 140 to, yeah, maybe just tell us a little bit more about how you guys arrived at that rate of growth. I mean, it looked to me that if you guys can capture $94,000 in 1 year, why couldn't you capture that same amount in the next year? So I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about those financial projections.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. What we did is we really factored in a lot of our expenses in the first years of, we expect to go very hard on marketing and advertising, which we expect to cut into most of our cash or any funding that we have in those first few years. And then we expect to cut back from that, but hopefully the marketing and advertising that we're spending on should bring in more of an influx of consumers, so that around year 3 and year 4, we expect kind of the what's the good word for it? Kind of a chain on chain break of how consumers are starting to tell other consumers, and then the app starts to get much more popular on social media. And that's kind of expected year 3, year 4, where we don't expect that kind of attention in our first few years from our marketing. We expect it to kind of compound and then slowly build up into an exponential for years 4 and 5. And if you want to go in a little more detail about that, we also expect heavier costs up front for, say, like app development. We expect to have an independent contractor help us with that a little bit. And it should only really be used for year 1 for the main production of the app, and then just small updates yearly, which will not cost nearly as much.
With a focus on a very small part of the market here, just the jeans market, do you see that this could expand, or is this just a very finite product, which could be certainly great for a specific person who cares so much about jeans, but as styles change and and people start looking different, how do you adapt in that changing world of fashion?
Yeah, we definitely recognize that changing growth. When we've done like the mock-ups for it, it was really hard to try to figure out, especially sizing wise, like across different types of pants and like whatnot, trousers and all of the different things. But we're super open to the idea of it, because ideally it is a database. So ideally we can do the same thing with a jean, with a trouser or a pant or a sweat pant. So definitely open to that possibility of expanding the market for it. Right now, we are set on jeans just for both men and women, because we do know that there's a wide range between both men and women, and we want it to be inclusive for sure.
So as you've gone through this business plan competition, could each of you give me one word to describe what it's been like?
For me, I did the app development last year, so it has been very consistent. I will say that for me. We have worked very, very consistently on this program.
1 minute left.
I would say insightful.
I guess mine's kind of like a hyphenated word, but like a learning curve. I've learned a lot about presenting, researching financial statements, being confident in communication, like all those things. So it's been a lot of learning curves for me, but it's been fun.
Yeah, kind of actually it's the same as her, but more adaptive, adapting to a lot of the problems that we've had, particularly. We've a lot of finance problems, a lot of figuring out app development, and it's just really fun to kind of adapt to those scenarios and build from there.
Thank you.